Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here to bring some brand new content. Show you guys Hatchiyack deck profile, Dr. Lychee and Hatchiyack deck profile that I created just not too long ago. It's funny how it says December 13, 2019 when it's actually the 12th, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the cards I chose, my sideboard. You can see the price for this deck is like 138.23. It's actually not that that expensive, but yeah, it's not that expensive. It's actually pretty good. You have mainly a lot of battle cards, 42. You have 8 extra cards, which is just about really all you really need. And let's go ahead and look at to the deck here. Boom, and this is what we have as the deck. Now, this deck was actually inspired because I saw some other deck profiles out there, and they were using the Son Goku, the Adventure Begins. I thought that was a neat idea. And I was thinking about doing a Dr. Lychee Hatchiyack deck profile, but I was going to include mainly Saiyans actually in it. I was going to include nothing but Saiyans in it. And I was going to use some cards that most of you guys didn't really know were actually pretty good here with this deck, or most people wouldn't even use. I might end up doing that and show that deck profile again, possibly. I might put that together, but for right now, this is what I have here. I think this will be a pretty neat and cool idea. I'm going to go ahead and show this off here anyway. So let's go ahead and talk about the leader. If you guys don't know anything about the leader, let's just go ahead and talk about that here. So with Dr. Lychee, pretty much the unawakened side, it says you can only play black battle cards and mint battle cards, and that side of the card can't attack or do anything. When a battle card attacks, the player who attacked can't attack with tokens, battle cards for the ending cost of 7 or less other than the card they attack for the duration of turn, which is pretty cool. So it really slows you down. Active main once per turn. Place the top card of your deck underneath this card. Place the top card of your deck in your drop area. You're going to draw 1, which is actually pretty good. So it has a little bit of a burst thing here to it. And it says Awaken. If you only have black cards in your energy, you're going to choose 3 cards under this card. You're going to place them in the owner's drop area. You're going to draw 1 and flip the card over, which is pretty easy. It awakens fairly pretty easy. So you're going to use his active main at least 3 times. You're going to do that. I highly recommend you do it. Then Hatchiyack, when he's awakened, pretty much same effects here, really from the auto to permanent. Same things really, and it says when this card attacks, it gets a 5k power for the duration of turn, and then you draw 1 card, which is actually pretty interesting, but pretty much does the same thing here. And this is pretty much the deck here profile is what you can see. Let's go ahead and boost this up a bit. And cool, perfect. All right, let's talk about why I chose some of the cards I chose here. As you can see, you probably noticed that this deck has Demigra in it. A lot of the people who's playing Hatchiyack, they have Demigra in this deck here. They're having that. And I highly recommend it too as well. It's a perfect card to play in it because there's nothing but black cards here, so why not play it? And this card right here can win you the game. It's a winning condition to the game. I don't recommend you depend on this as a win condition though per se, but you can use it though. It's definitely a win condition. So we have the 4-star ball. This goes hand in hand with the Son Goku Adventure Begins or Kid Ku. Pretty much that's going to be your combination play cards. At that, they're combining together in order to get great effects here. You're using this actually as a mini super combo, as you will. You have no skill list, so you're not going to worry about that. But yeah, and then you're recycling this card based off of Son Goku's active main. You're looking for a 4-star ball, getting that, adding it to your hand. That's all you're doing. Then we have Dr. Lychee, the Inception of the Grudge. It's a blocker, and then it says when this card is KO, you're choosing 1 Ghost Warrior from your hand. You're playing it. This is another strong card to this deck. I put 3 here. I think this is a pretty good card, a good number 3. This is another combination play you're going to use here in conjunction here with your Ghost Warriors. At that, you're going to play that on the field. Or you have Cooler, which is one of the best ones. You have also Lower Slug is another good one. But you have one of the best ones I have so far is the Turles, the Unstoppable Ghost Warrior. I think it's a very, very strong card. Very strong card. Okay, very strong card. You're gonna. This is a very strong card. Very strong. I'll explain that soon. Power Burst. This card goes really hand to hand. Another, I like to call it a combination play. You're choosing this in conjunction here with Goku Make Up Entrance. It's a very strong card at that, man. You guys are, the people don't realize how good this card is. I mean, you negate it. If this card's in your drop area, you're taking this card, adding it to your hand. You got another negate if you wanted to. Very strong card, man. That's all I can say. It's very strong. Son Goku goes hand in hand with the 4-star. You guys already know what it is. Vegeta making an entrance, another good card. You're gonna use this only when you're going for game. That's all you're doing it. You're just gonna only use that when you're gonna trying to go for game. He's trying to swing at you or whatever. You're gonna have at least 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more power, with 35 power or less in your drop area, and place them in the bottom of their own deck and play this card. You're gonna definitely have that in this deck if you notice. You're gonna definitely do that. You're gonna definitely have that. So you're gonna use that only for when you're going for game. He's trying to negate it. Boom. You're gonna play that as a counter, and you're gonna continue to go for game. Very useful card. Then we have our super combo, Sparking 5. You're gonna have at least 5 cards in your drop area. I guarantee you that. Cooler, Ghost Warrior, another Ghost Warrior card. The way you're playing this here, you're choosing 3 black battle cards. Energy cost of 3 or 7 in your drop area. You're gonna place them in the bottom of your deck in any order. You're going to play that card for your hand. You're playing this card for free. You're not summoning energy to summon it, which is pretty good. And it says place this in the owner's drop area, and then you're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards to get a minus 10k to it. Very strong card. Very strong card. Another good card, Godly Altitude, Super Saiyan God Goku. Nobody's not playing that card, I noticed. Not even playing it. They're not doing anything with it. Or if they are playing it, it's like, maybe I'll just say this. Let me just rephrase it like this. This is an abundance of this card. I'm surprised that people are not really buying it up like that. It's very cheap, and I highly recommend you get it. I'm probably going to get maybe 2 more additionally. I would recommend probably no more than playing 2 of these cards in your deck. I would say no more than 2, because you really want to use his active main effect here on it. I mean, it has double strike on it. That's good, no doubt. Active main, you're going to place this card from your hand. It's a drop area. You're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards. Your energy cost 2 less. You get to KO it. That's pretty strong. And then it says when you play it, when you play this card, you're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to his own work. That's very strong too as well. So it's not bad, man. It's a very good card. I'm going to use it really for the active main skill. 1 and 2 drop cards I really don't want on the field that I may not like Saiyan Kaba or that new Super Saiyan 3 Goku card. I mean, you want to use it for that. Then we have Hatchiyack, Overwhelming Power. This is your summoner. This is how you're going to summon Hatchiyack on the field. You're going to use the active main. You're taking 3 from your drop area. It's between 3 to 7. Put that at the bottom of your deck. You're playing that for free. Then you're going to use his active main skill. Use 4 of your energies. You're bringing out Hatchiyack, Fueled by Hatred. If it's in your drop area, you're playing it on top of it. Actually, it has to be in your drop area. And yeah, man, that's how you're going to play it. So that's how you're going to play that card. It's going to be so awesome. I mean, you're just basically getting that on the field for free. Then you have Lord Slug. I mean, it summons the same way. What makes this card really good is the second active main. It says place this card in the owner's drop area. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than or equal to your opponent's energy. You're going to send it to the warp. Very strong at that. Just very strong. I mean, you're going to use that card to wipe the board or get away cards that you don't like on the field. That's how you're going to do it. Then you have Super Saiyan 3 Tag Team Gohan. Another good card. Originally, when it came out, a lot of people wasn't buying it. I've noticed, but I see the value in the card now. I'm not going to lie to you. I see it now. Works very well with this leader. It's going to be a blocker at that. And once one of your battle cards, your black battle cards, is removed by a skill, you activate that card. You're playing that in your hand. You're playing that for free. So it's a lifesaver for you, slowing down your opponent. However, this can be replaced with Son Goku Deadly Defender. If you do not have the money to pay for this card, Deadly Defender will work just fine, I think. Um, I have Bardock, Awakening Instincts. I'm gonna probably take this card out because I don't plan on playing Overrailed a lot with this deck. You don't want to necessarily do that. I mean, you want to have cards in that drop area for reasons. Um, so I'm gonna probably take this card out and probably exchange it for this quick shift Krillin. You probably saw it already. I'm more than likely I'm gonna do that because I don't want to play Overrailed with this deck. I don't want to do that. But just to see how, just for a second thought here, I will see how it plays out. But how I'm thinking is I'm not gonna like it. Uh, then we have Hatchiyack, Fueled by Hatred, another good card. Another very very good card. Actually, this is pretty much one of your main win conditions. Dual attack. At that, it has a permanent effect, increased by 3, so it's not affected by any effects here on the field. It's not affected by that. It says place this card in the owner's drop area. When your opponent's battle card attacks, you get to negate it. You're not going to necessarily use that skill. I recommend you don't. The active main says once per turn, you're going to choose 3 black battle cards with the energy cost of 3 or 3 and 7 in your drop area and place them in the owner's. Place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. You're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and you're going to send it to the warp. So this is very strong right there right off the bat. You're getting rid of things that's on the board that you don't like. Very strong card. We have Shinron, the Wish Granter. People are sleeping on this card, man. I've seen people do deck profiles, and then I've seen them actually include this card. Some of them. This card is very, very good, man. So you're going to use Shinron, the Wish Granter in conjunction with Hatchiyack or Turles. That's what you're going to use it for. You make sure you have 7 cards in your drop, or you can't use the effect, but trust me, you will have. When you play it, you're going to instantly draw 2. Right off the bat, you're not going to you're not going to tap 4 energy. You're not going to do that. You're not going to choose a card in your drop area that's 3 or less and play it. You're not going to do that at all. If your leader It says if your leader is a battle card, it gets 15k power and triple strike for the duration of the turn. So you're going to choose your battle card. You're going to choose Hatchiyack, right? He's going to give him triple strike, and he gets a 15k boost. So he's at 40 and triple strike, dual attack. Very strong. Same thing with this card. I think this is a better way to win the game. It's just actually with this card. Turles, the Unstoppable Warrior, decided to keep it to 3. It has dual attack on it. Summons very, very easily. Going to choose 2 black battle cards in your drop area. Their energy cost of 3 or 7. Place them in the bottom of the owner deck in any area. You're going to play that card from your hand, so you're playing it for free. You can do that by turn 5 when you need it. You're going to choose 1 card in your hand. You're going to place it in your drop area, and then it gets a 5k power for the duration of the turn. 5k power for the duration of the turn, man. So it's at 15 at that. When you combine it with Shinron, you're getting another 15k boost. You're at 30, and you have dual attack and triple strike. So very strong. Son Goku, Saiyan Transcendent. Could be another win condition to this deck. Not the most. It's just small insurance. You're going to use this insurance as a last result. I leveled it down to 1. I might put another one in the deck here. I'm just going to level it down to 1. This card is good in my opinion. I think this is a pretty strong card. I highly recommend you play it. But I'm not going to rely too much on this card. I mean, I'm not going to rely too much on it. I'm just not trying to rely on it. But this could help you. So you have EX Evolve using 1 energy to EX Evolve, 3 or less. Permanent if there are any non-black battle cards in your area other than this card in your hand or life. You can't play this card from any area. Permanent if there are 3 or less energies, you can't play this card in any area. It says you're going to play this card by turn 4 or 5 or so. That's when you're going to actually play it. You're going to use it to actually go for end game. It says active man. You're going to choose up to 4 battle cards in your warp and place them in your drop area. So this card actually works well with Bardock, but however, you have to have more of these cards in your deck in order to kind of take advantage of when you overwhelm with Bardock. We already talked about Turles, and then we have Demigra here. You're going to play that. This is going to be easy to summon for you. You can do this by turn 5, 6, 7, whatever. I mean, you're trying to win the game. You see your opponent has like no more than like maybe 5 life or so. You know what I mean? or 4 life or whatever. You can use that here to your advantage. You just use it to your advantage, man, at that. And then you're looking at their hand here. When it attacks, your opponent reveals their hand. You get to see their hand. You get to choose 4 of those battle cards. And then you can combo within the combo area. Hopefully they're 5Ks. If it's 5Ks at that, that's even better. Man, that's just very, very strong at that. But that's pretty much the whole deck, man. With the sideboard, Dark Power, Black Mass Sand, another good one. Ultimate Blow, supposed to use that in conjunction with Sun Gohan. We got Mercenary Towel. You're going to use this here when you lose a card from your hand. Any cards you can lose from your hand, your opponent has to discard 3 cards to the board. Very strong. Crisis Crusher Goku, slowing down your opponent. Quick Shift Krillin, we already talked about that. Shenron, Figure of Majesty, another good card. I really like this card because you get the untapped energy, 2 energy to active mode, or if you can use your leader or battle card and give it a 5K boost and give it critical. I love critical. That's another one of my favorite keyword skills. Then we have Tien Shihan just to stop them from tapping energy here until the end of your opponent's next turn, which is actually pretty good as well. But anyway, guys, that's the deck, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Comment, rate, subscribe, and more content coming soon. And peace.